Ministry of Digital, Datuk Sri Dr. Maimunah Muhammad Sharif, Mayor of Kuala Lumpur, Mr. Ricard Zapatero, CEO, Fira Basnola International, yang berbahagia Dato' Azman Ismail, CEO, Digital National Berhad, yang berusaha Encik Anwar Faris Fazil, CEO, Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, Dato' Ahmad Zaki Zahid, Chief Corporate Officer, Digital National Berhad, Excellencies, foreign dignitaries, honorable mayors and city leaders, members of the media, distinguished partners, speakers, sponsors, exhibitors, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you to Smart City Expo Kuala Lumpur 2025, the first ever edition of this globally renowned urban innovation event now being held in Southeast Asia. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for Kuala Lumpur and for Malaysia, hosting this expo is more than an honor. It is a recognition of our region's growing role in shaping the global urban future. From Barcelona to Shanghai, New York to Sao Paulo, Smart City Expo has become the platform where the most pressing questions of urban transformation are debated. Today, Kuala Lumpur proudly joins this global network, placing Southeast Asia at the heart of conversations about how cities can harness innovation to become more sustainable, inclusive, and resilient. Now, over the next 3 days, SCEKL 2025 will bring together policymakers, industry leaders, academics, entrepreneurs, and community advocates to push the boundaries of urban evolution. Through expert sharing, panel talks, fireside chats, pitching labs, networking sessions, and engaging exhibition booths, this event offers opportunities to explore, be inspired by ideas, and forge connections that spark new possibilities. Our discussions will be framed around 4 key themes about AI cities, sustainable and resilient cities, digital entrepreneurship and economic development, and community empowerment through digital solutions. Now, when we speak of AI cities, we will explore how artificial intelligence empowers next-generation infrastructure and citizen services. When it comes to sustainable and resilient cities, we want to address the climate challenge while strengthening urban resilience and energy transition. And in terms of digital entrepreneurship and economic development, we must find ways by which we can unlock opportunities for startups, SMEs, and investors in the digital economy. And finally, when we speak of community empowerment through digital solutions, it is about ensuring technology uplifts lives and delivers real benefits to families and communities. This year, more than 120 exhibitors will present their innovations and practical applications, offering a most diverse showcase of how technology can transform cities and communities. The exhibition floor will spotlight some of the most exciting innovations in urban technology. We have DBKL, Dewan Bandaraya Kuala Lumpur, our city partner, which will present an interactive showcase of the KL Command and Control Center and immersive VR experiences to illustrate the city's journey towards becoming a livable, sustainable, and a future-ready metropolis. Then we have Dell and Intel, who will demonstrate digital twins, large language and video models, smart sensors, intelligent edge devices, and agentic AI solutions tailored for Malaysian cities. And then we have the likes of Huawei, who will present an immersive pavilion featuring its Intelligent Operations Center and AI-driven urban solutions, showcasing Operations Center and AI-driven urban solutions, optimization, public safety, and flood management. This, just a few amongst many more that you will see present their ideas in the next 3 days. Yet, technology alone is not enough, which is why the heart of this gathering is the City Leaders Program, Malaysia's flagship contribution to the Smart City Expo series. This special hosted session will see mayors, governors, and senior decision makers from across ASEAN and beyond exchange experiences, share insights, forge partnerships, and chart practical pathways for digital transformation, which ultimately improves lives in their cities. This is where the strength of SCEKL truly lies. It is in collaboration The presence of 22 mayors and city leaders from the Philippines to Thailand demonstrates our shared commitment to shaping common urban future. By working together, our cities can learn from one another, share their best practices, and build solutions to challenges that transcend borders. Equally important, this Expo is a platform to showcase Malaysia's own talent ecosystem. Our homegrown innovators are here not only to learn from global peers, but also to share our solutions that have the potential to scale internationally. Platforms like these demonstrate that Malaysia is not just a consumer of technology, but we are also a contributor to global innovation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this year's theme, AI Cities, Shaping Our Digital Future, reminds us that artificial intelligence is no longer abstract. It is rapidly becoming an essential enabler of modern urban life. AI is reshaping the world. It is rethinking how we live, how we move, how we learn, how we work, and how we care for our loved ones. It is helping community leaders manage resources, prepare for eventualities, and govern entire cities. Malaysia's vision of becoming an AI nation is more than just a technological ambition. It is a national transformation agenda. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, the country is intensifying efforts to position itself as a regional leader in artificial intelligence, guided by the principles of productivity, inclusivity, and public well-being. At the heart of this initiative is the AI Nation 2030 roadmap, which aligns with the broader Malaysia Digital Economy Blueprint and our national 4IR policy, which reinforces AI as a national transformation agenda. The roadmap identifies agriculture, education, healthcare, smart cities, transport, and public services as strategic areas for AI adoption. These sectors were chosen for their potential to deliver high-impact outcomes, improve service delivery, and enhance quality of life, especially in underserved communities. Ultimately, the AI Nation vision is about empowering people, not just through technology, but through opportunity, inclusion, and trust. It is about ensuring that artificial intelligence serves more than just industry or government. It must uplift communities, enhance public services, and improve everyday lives. This vision calls for a future where technology is not only advanced, but also ethical, accessible, and human-centered, where every citizen benefits from innovation, and no one is left behind in digital transformation. Now, hosting SCEKL paves the way for Malaysia's AI Nation vision by convening global experts, looking forward mayors, technology leaders, and our own local innovators. This Expo becomes a living laboratory where ideas are tested, partnerships are forged, and the AI applications are demonstrated in real-world contexts. It allows us to translate our vision of an AI nation into practice, city by city, community by community. By showcasing real-world applications of AI, from mobility and energy to governance and healthcare, SCEKL transforms vision into action, making the AI nation not just a policy goal, but a tangible reality unfolding in our cities today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, none of this would have been possible without the support of our partners. On behalf of the Government of Malaysia, I would like to extend our deepest appreciation to our top sponsors, Dell Technologies, Intel, Huawei, and Ericsson. Your leadership and investment exemplify the kind of cross-sector collaboration that makes transformation possible. To our city partner, DBKL, thank you for your vision and commitment to shaping a livable, future-ready capital city. And to all our partners, strategic collaborators, and exhibitors from Malaysia and around the world, thank you for bringing your expertise, your solutions, and trust to Kuala Lumpur. Thank you for being here, Rekard. This is an important event for all of us. Now, as we open this chapter, let us do so with the conviction that the cities that we build today will define the futures of generations to come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have events like this which exemplify this key feature, which is that the entire world is quickly moving in a direction which will place us in an environment in which we have to accept, acknowledge, and adopt new technology. The question is, how do we prepare ourselves? How do we make sure that we here in Malaysia are up to date in terms of developments around us and developments even further across the globe? This is where discussions like this become important. In the last 20 months, after setting up the Ministry of Digital, efforts have been made by DNB, by MDEC, to travel the world, to look to see how much it is that needs to be done so that we can build an ecosystem which will support this vision of AI nation that is now spoken of by the Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a need for us to understand infrastructure is key, and I think the ministry has placed emphasis on this in the last 18 to 20 months. Yes, we have looked at connectivity. Yes, we have understood data. We've understood how it is data becomes the lifeline of it all, the need for us to manage it so that as we go along, we ensure ourselves that we create an ecosystem that is sustainable. These are the focus areas that the ministry has touched on in the last 18 months. It has also been about cybersecurity, ensuring that whilst we speak about smart cities, while we encourage people to adopt new technology and to come on board this new journey of digital transformation, we can also tell you that it is safe, that you can trust the systems that we create. And ultimately, it is important for us to ensure that there is talent development. Because if we understand how technology is developing, we will appreciate that we need to understand how to use technology. And it is only then that you're going to see technology benefiting us. Now, this is a huge task, but it's something that needs to be done. Ultimately, where we have expos like this, bringing people together, speaking about what lies ahead of us, understanding the problems and the challenges, being honest, saying to ourselves that there is yet much to be done. I think that this is an opportunity for us not to move forward alone, but to move forward with partners from the region and global partners to ensure that we are able to create AI cities that will cater for not just our country, but also benefit our partners in the region and around the globe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving around in the last 18 months, the question that lies at the uppermost of my mind is how it is we can make sure that we build systems that are interoperable. Imagine a world in which we operate with autonomous vehicles around us, for example. There will be a time that will come where you will find robots, not just in factories, not just in farms, not just in hospitals, but also in our homes. You want to make sure that when we reach that moment, we have in place already an ecosystem that ensures that that kind of an environment is sustainable, it is safe, and it is one that will protect and build us as we go along. The question is, how do we do this? We have to accept that there will be standards that need to be met. When we speak about security, we must understand that when we look at autonomous vehicle activity, it is something that can go beyond our control. How do we build a structure that ensures that we are at all times safe? In the event there is a breakdown, in the event there is a problem, the thinking must start now. We must be in a position to say that in the event there is a problem, we have a system in place that is able to manage it, to ensure that you are safe from technology that we create and introduce today. In addition to this, and I think the Mayor Dato Sri Maimuna will consent and concede to this, when we look at how cities develop, there is a tendency for cities to develop in silos. Now, I would like to say this. In the last 18 months, I have moved around all cities in Malaysia, and I've seen some of the exemplary work that they have done. If we look at what we have here in Malaysia already built in the last 5 or 6 years, there are so many solutions that spread across cities. In Penang, in Kuala Lumpur, Melaka, Johor, Sabah, Sarawak. We need to now sit together and bring all of it together and look at how it is we can use the assets that we currently already have to build a digital Malaysia and move towards this vision of AI nation that the Prime Minister speaks of. This is the reason why the discussions must start here. And this is why we have also made it a point to emphasize bringing together mayors, not just from Malaysia, but around the region, and of course others around the globe, to sit together, have a discussion about where we think the future lies when it comes to AI cities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier, that is how government approaches it. But government alone cannot make this happen. We must make sure that we also include others. We must include industry. We have so many people here today from the industry who I've met in the last 18 months. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for having frank discussions with me, stating it as it is, raising alarm bells about what needs to be done if we are to be ready for digital transformation that we expect next, which will impact on our lives. It is you that give us the ideas. It is you that inspire us to carry on. In addition to that, of course, we have the academia. Now, many people have, of course, spoken to me about where the academia lies in all of this. Let me tell you this. In the last 18 months, discussions with the academia have given us a completely new perspective on what we need to do as government. In all this discussion, we must also remember that things are moving fast. Technology is not going to wait. It will develop and evolve as we go along. We must think about how we can prepare a country that is ready for technology so that when it arrives, we are able to adopt it. We are able to then straight away apply it and use it to our advantage. And also at the same time, ensure that it is ethical and safe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why this event is crucial. As Ricard had pointed out earlier, this is an event that is being held for its first time here in Southeast Asia. It is that opportunity for us to draw global strengths together so that we can all decide on where it is our future in this new world of digital transformation really lies. So let us begin the conversation in Kuala Lumpur here today, and let us ensure that moving ahead, all of us put our minds together as to how it is we can build a country that exemplifies what digital transformation is, together with our partners, and ultimately contribute to the discussions moving forward. Thank you very much, and I wish all of you a great event and expo ahead. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Gobind Singh Deo. We'd like to invite you, sir, to kindly remain on stage. As I invite both Yang Berbahagia Tuan Fabian Biga, Secretary General of the Ministry of Digital, and Mr. Ricard Zapatero, CEO of FIRA Barcelona International, to kindly join the Honourable Minister on stage for the next part of the event. Ladies and gentlemen, we now turn to a moment of gratitude, the presentation of tokens of appreciation to the various partnerships that have helped spur this journey forward towards smarter cities. On that note, we'd like to invite our partners to kindly be represented on stage to receive these tokens from the Honourable Minister. Intel, Microelectronics,